Welcome back to our channel. My name is Jake with Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we're going to be talking about the Eureka Mignon Silenzio 55. This is a upgraded version of the original Silenzio model that Eureka has. That's going to be an excellent choice for a quiet espresso grinding experience at home. This grinder is great for espresso enthusiasts, people who want a quiet grinding experience, but still the ability to have the infinite adjustability of a stepless grinder. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with coffee content and reviews. Let's get into it. The Silenzio is an Italian-made grinder with a solid steel body, and the nice part about having that there is there's lots of sound insulation, so you won't wake up your neighbors or your partner when you're grinding espresso at home. It is a stepless grinder, which means that you have infinite adjustability. That gives you infinite grind settings all the way from as coarse as it can go to right before the burrs touch. So you can dial in your espresso really, really nicely. This is an espresso specific grinder, so we wouldn't recommend this for brew methods like pour overs or drip coffee, or especially not like French press, but this is for the dedicated espresso setup. There is an adjustable portafilter hook. This is new to the Silenzio 55. The old Silenzio had just a static portafilter hook, but this portafilter support is adjustable, so you can move it up and down depending on the depth of your portafilter. It just makes it so it fits a little nicer, you get a little less spillage, and it's a nice feature to have. The other difference between this Silenzio and the original Silenzio is the 55 millimeter burr set. Now the original Silenzio has a 50 millimeter burr set, and this has a similar stainless steel burr set to what you see in like the Specialita, a 55 millimeter. And with that, you get a little bit faster grinding, a little bit better performance, so you save a few seconds off that shot time. And larger burrs generally are just better at providing good consistency, especially with those flat burrs. You also get an adjustable timer that can be set anywhere from basically 0 seconds up to 15 seconds, and that's plenty of time on any grind setting to get a double shot of espresso out. So you're not going to be wanting to use this for a batch of coffee. You don't want 50 grams out. You're going to be wanting to get that 18 to 20 grams out maximum with that grinder timer. And there's also a manual mode, so they can just push and hold in case you're using, say, a scale and you want to continuously weigh it. You just push your portafilter in, hold that button down, and it will keep grinding until you release. The other big difference between the Silenzio 55 and the original Silenzio is that it gets an upgraded motor. The original Silenzio has approximately 200 watt motor, and this motor specifically is 310 watts. Now, that means you get a little bit faster performance, and alongside those 55 millimeter burrs, we definitely see a good improvement in shot speed in terms of grinding for a double or single shot of espresso. Like with most Eurekas, you also get a bean hopper that has a shut-off gate. That way, you know, if you have a spare hopper with decaf, or if you have another type of coffee that you want to be using, like a single origin or some different blend, you can shut the hopper off with the tab on the side, lift it up, put that new hopper in, and then open it up. That way you have a new coffee ready to go without the mess and without any spilled beans. So unlike with more expensive Eureka models, the Silenzio really has no frills. You don't get a screen on the front, there's no weight-based dosing, you only get that timer on the side, and then the manual dosing with the grind button up front. A lot of people really like the simplicity of this grinder. I know I have on the older model. It's nice to just wake up, be able to grind your coffee by pressing the grind button and holding it until it looks good to you, or using that timer for a dose that you know is going to be correct without fussing with screens, timers that are more automated, or weight-based dosing. The Eureka Mignon Silenzio 55 definitely brings a lot of nice changes to the classic Silenzio line. We find it would be good for an espresso enthusiast, someone who's really getting into the espresso grinder game, but they're wanting to upgrade from a smaller espresso grinder or a coffee and espresso grinder. We wouldn't recommend this for any brewed coffee methods that are not espresso, so anything basically coarser than espresso grind we wouldn't recommend, mainly because the stepless grinder, once you dial it in, it is hard to get back to that setting. So if you're trying to change between espresso and, say, a drip coffee, you know, it's hard to dial that in every single time you're wanting to switch brew methods. It can be done, but we do not recommend it on the Silenzio 55. So if you're wanting to upgrade to a quieter grinder, Something that's really great for just espresso. You're looking to upgrade your espresso bar with a nice looking grinder as well. The Silenzio 55 is a great choice. If you enjoyed this review of the Eureka Silenzio 55, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Down below, you'll see a link to sign up for our newsletter. That way you can stay up to date with coffee content, recipes that we share, and any new products like this Silenzio. Thank you so much, and keep making coffee you love.